Hi, I'm going to be talking about the connection between STEM and gunpowder. So I think it's very important to first go over STEM, which is STEM, and make sure that you understand the different parts of STEM. So STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we're going to start off with science. So the connection between science and gunpowder, I would have to say, is mixing up all of the elements to make this one compound. In science class, we would go and have experiments, we would mix things together, and I think that it's really cool. What stands out to me is the mixing of these three ingredients to make gunpowder. So potassium nitrate, sulfur, and powdered charcoal are the three things that we mix together in order to make gunpowder. So where's the science in that all? It's pretty neat how you can mix these three things in together to make this one very, very amazing compound. Technology and gunpowder comes in, and I just think that it's really cool that we used gunpowder for so many different things. Some of the things that were started off with us back in the earliest centuries here were the fire arrow, which is a really, really cool weapon. You would put the gunpowder in and you'd shoot it and it'd go really, really far, and it would just make a huge impact on what they needed to do and get to another place where they couldn't reach on land. You could also use this as with bombs and fire lances, and this was all before the appearance of the gun. So this technology from gunpowder spread to other places in the world, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it grew. There wasn't all of the technology that we have now, so it's really neat how all of this was engineered, which takes me to engineering of gunpowder. It was all engineered and put together in some really fabulous ways that made different weapons for them to use. And they utilized gunpowder in so many different ways, from the fire arrow to bombs to grenades, which eventually led to the gun. And the one thing that we see here nowadays is fireworks. So it's really cool how you can go from engineering one thing and it led to all these different other things that were really, really huge weapons, not only back in the day, but even now, that we use today, that started a long time ago without all of the technology that we have now. They made their own, and they found ways to do this thing by engineering. Mathematics is also another very important part, obviously. So as we talked about earlier, gunpowder is made up of three different elements, and you have to have the right amount of each of those elements in order to make the item that you're creating. If it's off by even a little bit, or if you have too much of one thing or not enough of another, you will not get the same product that you're making. So mathematics plays a huge part in this, especially being that we need, for instance, 75% of one thing, 15% of one, and 10% of another. So if you threw those numbers off and one was higher than the other, you would not have the same product. So science, technology, engineering, and mathematics all play a really huge part in this. It is very, very important in the creation of gunpowder. So I hope that you learned something. Thank you. Enjoy the website.